And because David Graybeard trusted Jane, now the other chimps let Jane come close too. Chimps all around me. What a day! Chimps near, chimps far, old men, young men, ladies, children, babies, teenagers, the lot, Jane wrote. Jane watched the chimps when they were happy. She saw them hold hands and hug and kiss and laugh, just like us. Jane watched the chimps when they were angry or scared, and their hair stood on end. She saw them swagger and throw tantrums, and she kept out of the way. Jane watched the chimps at the Cacombe waterfall, leaping and swinging in awe and wonder at the tumbling water. At night, after a supper of beans and tomatoes and onions, Jane listened to Mozart and Bach as she wrote up her notes from the day. Years of notes were piled high and everywhere. Jane needed help, and so assistants came to watch and write. One day, Jane sadly left Gombe. All across Africa, forests were being cut down, and the chimps were losing their home. Poachers were shooting grown chimps and kidnapping their babies to sell to laboratories, to the circus, and as pets. Jane's beloved chimpanzees were in danger of becoming extinct. They needed Jane to speak for them. Jane hated to leave her friends, but she knew she must. She traveled to big cities and small towns the world over, month after month, year after year, asking for help to save the chimps and the forests. Jane returned to the forests of Gombe whenever she could. She climbed up to the peak, calling hello to the streams and hills and trees, David Graybeard at her side. Jane watched and listened again. And when she went back to civilization to speak out for the chimps, Jane carried with her the peace of the forest. The forest in Gombe, where she talked to the animals like Dr. Dolittle and walked unafraid like Tarzan and watched and wrote and opened a window for us to the world of the chimpanzees. Thank you for listening to this beautiful book about a very important important woman. Jane Goodall. Bye.